Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and good night to you, wherever you may be watching me from tonight. I want to welcome you to tonight's episode of Chat with Themmy. It's been a very interesting day. it's been a long day of travel, and I'm tired. But yeah, tonight I want to talk about another interesting topic. I hope you all find it insightful. So thanks for joining me on tonight's session of Chat with Themmy. I am grateful to have you on here tonight. I'm grateful to have you spend some time with me this evening, this morning, if you're already into Sunday. Happy New Week. If you're into Saturday like myself, I hope you're having a great weekend. A few minutes into midnight, but I hope you're having a great weekend. Right now, I want to talk about facing your fears, a balanced perspective. All right. A lot of times, fear is hi on the person watching on Instagram. I'm not sure I remember your handle. Happy Sunday. How are you? Could you write your name for me? Because I don't think your hand is familiar. Thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate you coming on here to spend time with me. So if you're watching from LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, I want to welcome you to tonight's session of Chat with Themmy. Oh, hey, Philip. Okay, I remember. Um, I want to welcome you to tonight's, session of Chat with Temming. And tonight, I want us to be able to take the bull by the horn. Let's have an interesting conversation to give us a balanced perspective on the positive and negative, impact of fear on our lives. So that's what I want to talk about tonight. A lot of times, we hear people, oh, don't let, I've always say that too. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let fear hold you back. Yeah, fear should not hold you back from, accomplishing your dreams. Fear should not hold you back from reaching for higher heights. But the thing is, fear is not entirely negative. That's what I want us to talk about tonight. Fear is not entirely negative. There's a positive side. Okay, I remember you, Philip. There's a positive side to fear. All right? And that's what I want us to talk about tonight. So, fear is a very natural and powerful human emotions. Okay? It's very natural. Externally, someone could instill fear in you, like when they threaten you, or, you know, for instance, say you're a kid, you remember your parents, say, wait, let me come to the house, I'll get you and you'll see. And then you start shaking, you're frightened. So, but fear is a very natural and powerful human emotions that serve as a survival mechanism. Some people fear the dark because, okay, when I go into the dark, you know, I might encounter something dangerous. Or I don't want to go to the forest because, they're wild animals. So fear is our own natural instinct that give us alert. All right. It gives us alert on potential dangers and help us to respond, you know, it prepare us to respond to threats. Okay. But then fear has a dual nature. Even though it's most of the time perceived negatively, fear have both positive and negative impacts on our lives. Okay. And that's what I want to talk about tonight. Um, they say fear is you could either face everything and I think I keep forgetting the acronym of fear. One is face everything and rise, and the other one is forget everything and run, or something like that. So you either face it and rise, or you run away. You forget everything and then you run away. So that's the two. So when you are bold to face your fear, it can have a more positive impact on you rather than just, shying away from the issue. Okay? So let's jump right into it. The positive impact of fear enhances our awareness of our surroundings. it heightens our sense of awareness to say, okay, where am I? Who's watching? Who are the people around me? That kind of thing. It enables us to navigate the potential dangers that could help us to work more cautiously and help us to make informed decisions. So someone may say, I don't want to invest in, online businesses because it's spammy or because there's too much scam in the space. I get it. But then because of that kind of fear, it can help you if you're someone who's daring, you're someone who have big dreams, and you're someone who go all out in spite of your fear. That kind of fear helps you to take a more calculated risks. Life is life involves risks, whether you like it or not. Life is risky. But how risky how risky is the risk that you want to take? Is it going to cost your life? Is it going to cost your entire financial, stability? Is it going to cost your entire emotional stability? You want to ask yourself that, okay? Some people would say, oh, I'm scared to, air my feelings. Okay. Does airing your feelings helps you navigate whatever you're going through? Yes? No? Think about that. Okay? So, you can, you can have good fear and a bad fear. The bad fear, the bad side of fear can hold you back, can make you not want to take action at all because maybe you're afraid of critics, you're afraid of, you're afraid of being judged, you're afraid of being, lashed at, you're afraid of being put down. Okay? But then the good side of fear is, okay, in as much as I want to explore a new country. I want to travel to a new country. I don't know nobody there. How am I going to navigate? That kind of fear is going to help you to put measures in place to help you navigate when you're fishing out or when you're researching opportunities you want to explore. That kind of fear helps you do that. To say, okay, maybe I want to go to a country that is not English speaking country and I'm from an English speaking country. How do I navigate an environment that is not just entirely new to me, but an environment that didn't have common language like me, like the one I speak. Okay? So that kind of fear helps you to put things into perspective to help you make an informed decision. The same goes for business. The same goes for school. The same goes for relationships. All right? Fearing dangerous situations can prevent you from taking unnecessary risks. The fact that you're scared of being scammed, you're not just going to see an information out there without doing your due diligence and you dumping into that. All right? You're not going to do that to yourself because, okay, you're afraid that maybe people are going to steal your information, people are going to, get into your space, people are going to do whatever. So it helps you to make an informed decision. Do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? Fear serves as your motivation to prepare yourself. It can motivate you to make a better plan. And fear, by helping you to make a better plan, it enables you to cope with challenging situations. Like I was saying, you want to move to a new country that is not an English speaking country and you're scared. So now that the good side of that kind of fear will help you to say, okay, what can I do? How can I research about this? How can I, find out more about this? Was there embassy? Where's my embassy? Where do I reach out for help in case of danger? Where do I get, the right information from? That kind of fear, that positive side of fear helps you to navigate properly, to prepare. It motivates you to prepare properly before taking a step. Okay? For example, your fear of failure can drive you to study harder for an exam. Your fear of being unsuccessful can help you to push yourself forward. Say, for instance, you're used to people telling you, sir, You're used to people telling you, oh, you're not going to make it. Oh, you're good for nothing. Oh, nothing's going to come out of you. Now, that's going to serve as a motivation. That's going to deter you from going the wrong direction because you're like, you're telling yourself, I am made for more. I am not going to allow this person to get me down. I am not going to allow this challenge to get me down. I am not going to allow this thing to push me down. All right? So your fear for being a failure serves as a motivation for you to push harder. So there's the positive side and there's the negative side. The negative side of fear will hold you back and say, I don't think I can do this. Instead of I don't think I can, say how can I? Start replacing some languages so your brain and your body can respond positively to situations you're facing or to situations you may face. All right? So that's one thing. Your fear for failure could empower you, could motivate you to, do more. Say you have a boss that's not going to give you a chance to excel. They're just stepping on every single opportunity you have. So that motivates you to keep pushing harder. All right? You don't want to slacken your performance. You perform diligently until your work starts to speak for itself. For instance, the Bible said the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, right? If you're not a Christian, you can Google that or you can check the Bible and read it. In the religious context, fearing God is not negative. Fearing God is in the light of respect. It's in the light of giving reverence to God. It's in the light of honoring God. These things keep popping up. Fearing God is more in awe than it's of terror. And that form of fear encourages moral behavior and a conscious lifestyle. God is helping you in things you do. God is giving you opportunities. The least you want to do is you want to go against his precepts. That's the least you want to do. So fearing God is not because God is going to harm you. No. In this aspect of fearing God, it's more of reverence. It's more of respect. It's more of obedience. It's more of acknowledging him. All right? So that's more of a positive kind of fear. When you reverence God, it inspires you to lead a life of integrity. It inspires you to have some ethical principles in place. It inspires you to have compassion on others and to have compassion on yourself. When you fear God, you're more conscious about the lifestyle you're going to have, about the lifestyle you're going to live or you're going to portray. Okay? Now, let's look at some of the negative impact of fear on our lives. Like I said, fear could hold you back. It could lead to paralysis. Like you're like, okay, I'm too afraid to make a mistake. I'm too afraid to be judged. I'm too afraid that they're not gonna like it. I'm too afraid that I'm not gonna be successful. I'm too afraid that XYZ. It prevents you from taking the necessary action and it's going to make you to miss out on opportunities. Say you have a powerful story to tell, but you have a fear of speaking in public. How are you going to impact the world with your story? How are you going to change lives with your story? That kind of fear could paralyze you before you even start thinking of speaking opportunities where you can find it, who you can connect. That fear of not, speaking in public is going to hold you back. All right? It makes you to not take action, and not taking action makes you miss out on opportunities. And who knows, maybe you could be a really great public speaker and that could even turn to your entire new journey, your new career path, your new path in life. But you're so scared. You're so scared that, well, when I get in front of a crowd or when I get on camera, I start to fumble, I start to stutter. I don't know, I don't know where to start from. I don't know what to talk about. Everything you need for your future is inside of you. You just need to reach a little deeper and find it and have the courage to project that and have the courage to present that. Everything you need for your success, everything you need for your journey ahead, it's already inside you. It's deposited within you. Okay? If it's talent, the talent is there. You just need to polish it up. You just need to, stretch it. You just need to discover it. You just need to polish it up. But the negative side of fear could hold you back from discovering more and more about yourself. It could hinder you from taking action. It could hinder you, your fear for doing the wrong thing could hinder you from not even trying. All right? So, another thing is the negative side of fear can make you to avoid or isolate yourself. The negative side of fear makes you not want to put yourself out there. You're like, I ain't got social battery for this. Like, I'm too scared to go out there. I'm too scared I don't look good. I'm too scared I'm not living the picture perfect life. It hinders you from, from having a from having a mutually beneficial relationship because you're like, no, I ain't gonna go out there. No, it's just too much for me. I don't think I can do this. Then fear holds you back. Meanwhile, there are great people out there waiting for you to connect. But then you're too scared to reach out. The worst that can happen is no. You know that, right? That's the worst that can happen. Is a no. Last I checked, no never killed someone. If it did, please educate me. Or if it has, please educate me. All right? Do not let your fear for rejection hold you back from even giving it a try. Do not let your fear for success hold you back from even pushing yourself a little bit more. Sometimes we're too focused on what if it doesn't work out? What if it does work out? Hmm? What if it does? Have you asked yourself that? What if this thing works out? Why am I so scared? What if it actually happens? Sometimes we're so afraid of rejection that I'd rather not do this. I'd rather not initiate this conversation. I'd rather not send in this application because they might just turn me down. I don't have a master's degree. I don't have a PhD. Or I'm still in college. I don't think they want someone who's not experienced. You could give it a try. The worst that can happen is sorry, we can't take you right now. Do not allow your fear for rejection. That's the negative side of fear. The positive side of that is ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? It's a no. No one's gonna beat you. No one's gonna harm you. All right. So you like someone, you reach out to them to let them know your feelings. The worst that can happen is a no. Well, I'm sorry, I don't see myself in your future. Well, I'm sorry, I think we're just good as friends. That's the worst that can happen. And trust me, with every rejection comes a better opportunity because the right things for you is just gonna fit. That's the thing. So do not allow fear to hold you back. Okay? Fear can make you have chronic stress and anxiety. When you're always in a place of You're always on the edge to say, okay, I think they're gonna do this. I think they're gonna fire me. Oh, things are not. Oh, the way they're firing people this year, I think they're gonna fire. Now, with that kind of mindset, you hold yourself back. You're so anxious and you're not even performing well anymore. If you're constantly in a place of fear, telling yourself, oh, the way the company is downsizing, or the way the company is not making money and they're downsizing right now, I think it's going to affect me. That's going to like impact your overall performance because now it gets you so anxious and you're on the edge and you don't even know how to think. And you who used to be an excellent, employee, now you don't know how to perform anymore. All right. So there's a positive side of fear and there's a negative side of fear. It's it's okay to be scared, but don't hold on to that fear. The negative aspect of fear is going to set in, and it's only going to cause you stress and anxiety. And that's not going to help you to be the best version of yourself. That's going to impact you so negatively, and it's going to bring your fear to pass because you are so scared that you literally walk yourself into what you fear. Okay? You can you can balance fear. You can balance fear. It's important to acknowledge your fear, but you need to understand and embrace the positive aspects of fear. Like I said, acknowledge that okay, maybe this thing is risky. So if it's risky, how can I take calculated risks? Say for instance, sorry, you see a fully funded, opportunity that you want to explore. Usually fully funded opportunities are highly competitive. And now you're like, you know what? These things are so difficult to get into. I don't even want to try. But how about you tell yourself, because it's so super competitive, I'm going to present the best application. How about you tell yourself that? How about you tell yourself that? That I'm going to prepare I'm going to put my best foot forward so much so that they're going to have no choice but to accept me because I'm going to stand out. Instead of, there are over 5,000 people applying for this one post and they just want maybe 10 or they just want 50. What makes you think you cannot be in that top 10 or that top 50? What makes you think so? The people they're going to accept, they don't have two heads. They're not better than you. Okay? So what makes you think you can be among that top tier list of people that they're going to select? You can use your fear for failure to motivate yourself to improve on aspects that you're weak in. I'm so scared I don't want to fail. Be so scared that it pushes you to work on the things that you know you are not good at, that the the things that are likely to, get you to fail. What are some of those habits that help you to not be successful? Be so scared that you work on those things. Be so scared that you work on yourself to get into positive space. Be so scared that you work your way to the top with that fear, with that trembling hands and trembling feet. That nervousness should push you into doing the right thing or helping you close some of the loopholes in your life, in your professional life, in your spiritual life, in your academic life. Be so scared that you use that fear as a motivating factor to help you improve on that other aspect. Be so scared to work on your downsides. All right? Hey, baby. Sorry, okay? Careful. So I'm just going to wrap up here and say thanks for joining me. Thanks for being on here tonight. Thanks for spending your quality time with me. I hope I hope tonight conversation was meaningful. I hope it helps you on your journey. And yep. Okay, that means okay, I'm sorry. I'm on live. It's on do not disturb. Okay, I need to end this now. Hello? I want more. Yeah, I want more.